Okay. We did some traveling. You guys took a I was want to say Drukhari, Shadar-kai, um, hostage after they attacked you for trespassing, according to him. You let one of them go to go get information, specifically on. Oh shit! What was the information specifically on? It was who murdered Whittier, right?
Marvelous, yeah.
Yeah. And you also noticed they had their own little portal pebbles, and the portal pebbles work slightly differently, in that they did not go to the Shadowfell or that like side dimension of the Shadowfell. They just like skip from point A to point B, which is different than your guys' things does.
Hmm.
Okay. And um, yeah, you guys are gonna wait around for 12 hours.
We are
It's
going to
12 hours.
long rest.
Long rest. Everyone long rests.
Oh, you'll get there.
And you guys, you have to tell me what you're doing for 12 hours. Let's start with Fish Boy. Madeline, what are you up to?
Is he here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you assume Daryl's here when he's...
well, his mic's on.
Yeah, but his mic is always on.
Yeah, I know. Okay. How about the rest of you? While Madeline is
Oh,
undoubtedly.
yeah, that
Oh,
Wait.
he was computer errors.
maybe. Can you actually
They'll have
speak
to
now?
communicate via text.
Oh no. Please.
Okay, yes.
Daryl, please
Um,
figure this out.
Oh, okay. So
There we
Discord
go.
decided to change my fucking input for some reason.
There we go.
fuck you in particular.
My intention, well, because I kind of need to stay in the water. My intention was to
You
basically
do.
stay in the little pool beside the portal, and basically stay on guard for if the portal opens again. So if anything comes through, I can be the first to start dealing with it.
Yeah, sounds good.
You're
You're just sitting in there in the water for 12 hours with the infinite abyss, dark water below you.
What I might do. How long does this last? It lasts for 8 hours. So I'll do like my rest, and then I will cast that as a ritual, and then
Mhm.
cast it in the center island part, covering that island. And then I might explore this pool a little bit.
Okay. After the long rest, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it broke. Good. Okay, great.
Marvelous.
Okay. Daryl, as far as you can tell, after hours of looking around and going down, it gets colder and colder and colder, and the water pressure becomes a bit much for you. You can still breathe.
Okay.
You've gone down significantly. As far as you can tell, this hole goes all the way down.
And there's no other entrances to other pools of water in this place that I can see or
No.
anything now? No.
No.
Okay.
No, it's like an isolated thing. With the pillar in the center does go all the way down as well.
Okay.
So this is a odd thing, but a wizard lives here, so who the fuck knows?
Yeah. New plan. Drown any enemies that come in. Grapple them and swim down.
What else are y'all doing for 12 hours? Yeah, you're a Shadowkai guy.
I'm going to sit and stare, but that's going to just be my long rest. Like, my 4 hours of rest is sitting and staring at him.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing for the other?
I had to sleep for 8 of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
So that'll be the majority of mine.
Hasn't sound asleep.
Sometimes it's handy to just be able to go unconscious for 8 hours
Heck yeah,
at
brother.
a time.
Feels so good.
This works, Snower.
I mean, I'm gonna stare at him. Just gonna sit and stare and make him think that
For 4 hours.
I'm constantly just watching. I mean,
That's
it's fine.
You're part plant. Yeah, it's fine.
Take one of your eyes out, clean it on your shirt, put it back in.
Okay, Lucier. How about you? What are you doing for 12 freaking hours?
Well, 4 hours, I guess, of resting.
Yeah, long rest. Yeah.
She's probably going to be studying her spell book for a little bit because I am changing up some of my spells that I have prepared.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
And then for the most part, she'll be making some notes on what they mentioned on their versions of the stones and things like that, and just basically all the differences that she can note between them. That like there was no runes or anything carved into it. There seemed to be more enchantment based than it was before, and that they are absolutely horrified by it.
Yeah.
And that, they don't know how to make the new ones. Well, the old ones, sorry.
Yeah. Do you have any other? I mean, you have time. Do you have any other questions you want to ask this person about the stones?
If I remember right, this was the one that didn't answer us nicely. Right?
Yeah. You let the helpful person go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Because the unhelpful one was knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the unhelpful one panics,
You-
broke the ropes, and
You threatened to
fucking
put him in a
scared him.
stone. They
I
freaked
mean,
out.
I didn't threaten him with it. I brought it up as a possibility.
Well, it's the implication. I got you.
Well, listen, what he infers is on him.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, but they
12 hours is a
already said
long
they
time.
already said they don't know how to. These two don't know how to make them. But someone else in the
Yeah.
clan,
Yeah, they do.
whatever the hell it was, tribe, does. So they aren't really helpful. They just sort of know how it works.
Yeah.
Barely, or how to use it, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll just be making notes on that.
Okay, guys. I guess we'll just skip forward 12 hours. Or, most of the time. Okay.
So this dude's unconscious
No.
for like a decent chunk of it, isn't he?
Check on something. Okay. Madeline, I imagine that you dove down, but as the time was close to when the rendezvous was supposed to happen, you come back to the surface and you stay below the surface, waiting to see if anything happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. You see a portal open up. You're below the water, so it's hard to tell like what the background is, but it's sort of like the same grim dark or like the darkness of the swamp, probably. But you don't see anyone step out. And you see the portal close behind you, or behind the, you know what I'm talking about. Here, the portal closes.
I don't see anyone step out, but does my alarm get set off?
I believe it does.
Okay.
Great.
So I will.
Silent alarm activated. Silent alarm activated.
Yeah, it probably would have been for me
and
to hear.
Audible alarm. Well, no, it says an audible alarm produces the sound of a handbell for 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Or
it probably would have been a mental
you-
alarm to ping. So.
Yeah, you also choose whether the alarm is mental or audible.
Oh, did it say that somewhere?
Yeah.
Because,
There it is. Yes. You're right. Yes.
right.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Oh, mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Someone
trying
has
to think
entered.
which would make more sense, but if I'm swimming down and suddenly I hear a ping like that, or if the ping goes off audibly, I wouldn't hear it under the water. So it
Yeah.
makes more sense to me. Cool.
Okay, yeah. There is someone within the area of your alarm.
Great.
Cool. I will wait 2 minutes, and then if no one kind of appears, or don't notice anything moving, I will go and alert the rest of the party.
You'll like pull
Um,
yourself out of the water, or how you doing this? Do you have, like,
Yes,
I don't know what
but
magical like mind bullshit you have. So.
I can still be noticed, but I will probably use my invisibility.
Hmm.
Climb out near the stairs.
You can
and
move your
approach the
token.
rest
You
of
have
the
you have, you have a token over here.
Oop, 1 sec. Stairs come out the ends of the hallway, don't they? I don't have anything to detect
They
people.
come out
Oh,
in
whoops.
rooms actually. Or sorry, this one, yes, this one comes out in a hallway. These
Yeah.
secret passages come out in rooms.
Well, I'll use that one then to come out down.
You move your token.
Ah,
Oh, there you go.
there you
Okay,
go.
cool. It actually you overshot. I think it's a spiral staircase. Right. Oh, well, sorry, my bad. No. Sorry, I got mixed up.
Yeah, I'll be going all the way to the top, so I don't know
Yeah,
time-wise how much that'd take or whatever, but
30 cents.
okay. Grand.
Yeah, sure thing. This entire time you're invisible. Okay. Yeah, nothing has happened so far.
Well, if there's nothing else happening, then I will call out to the rest of the party and tell them someone has arrived.
You guys hear that
Can we look for them?
down the hallway?
What was that you said, John?
Yes,
Can we look for them? Like, can we try and see them? Like, do you know which area the alarm goes off at, or is it just a general alarm?
It went off on the little island. That's as much as I know, because it just sets off an alarm when someone crosses the threshold, basically.
So shouldn't we go out and look at the island to see if anybody's there?
Yeah, pretty much.
The conversation
gonna look.
happening yelling down a hallway?
I presume not.
Well, how do we get informed that the alarms went off?
Madeline is on the
I just
on
I
this
just run up the
hallway
stairs
and
and go, someone has
yelled it.
arrived. Yeah.
Yelled it down the hallway.
Okay,
Alright.
then we
Yeah.
start walking down the hallway.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's-
son, don't leave the. I'm going to stay with the prisoner.
You're going to stay alone with the prisoner?
Wait, let's bring the prisoner with us.
Not. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to the prisoner with us.
Somebody carry him, please. Her, it, them.
Who's carrying them? It, him, her.
You decide whether or not whether it's an it, him, or her.
I guess.
Maybe the entire thing is their pronoun.
Maybe.
Okay. Fuck it.
No.
I'll bring them.
Yeah. Sure. I mean,
Yeah, throw them over your shoulder. Good.
My strength is -2, so I don't think I should carry.
Jesus Christ.
I remember those days when I was playing Crom.
Here we go, baby.
Strength of 7. Oh boy.
Okay,
Much
guys.
better than a dex of 7, which led to a lot of negative initiatives for me.
You still roll really well for initiative.
I know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but the days I got a 1, I got -1. Alright, cool.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, let's bring
Let's
it down
move
to
straight
the
around.
portal room.
I would like to go about 20 feet ahead by myself, but like stealthily, if that's possible. You can tell me if it's not.
I will inform the party that I couldn't see anyone, so they could be anywhere. To just be careful.
Hmm.
Madeline yells down the hallway. Okay, guys, let's move. Let's move tokens.
I
Where are you going? How you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead. Sorry, so we're all here. Madeline's here. I'm going to move so that I am like ahead. Wait, and it's this island here. I don't know how these rooms connect because I wasn't here for the original bit. This island
fair
here.
enough. So the staircases are color coded. This one only goes down. Oh no. Yeah, it only goes down.
Yeah.
So
This
this
one
is
over
the
here goes down.
Oh,
and up.
okay. Yeah, that's the staircase.
And then this one goes. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And this is where the portal is.
The portal's in here.
No, this one.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
screen's
yeah.
not big enough. Hold on.
I'll
Use it.
make it a bit
Shit, hold
easier for you, actually.
Can you ping the place where the portal is again? Sorry.
Here, give me. Can someone else ping it for him? I'm
On
not-
here.
You got it?
Got it. Got it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Grand.
Cool. And we need to go down to get to this.
Yes, we do. However,
Okay.
seeing as apparently the portal, I'm presuming Madeline before mentioned that the portal opened, but they didn't see anyone. And we're, given the fact that Madeline is employing it, we're well aware that visibility magic exists.
Well, yeah. I mean, Madeline's invisible right now.
Yeah, literally using it right now.
Mm.
So Lucio would like to try and keep out an ear out or anything like that. Who knows?
Sure.
Maybe it's the same dumbass who previously kicked a rock while being sneaky.
I'd like to use my action
Sure
to
you do,
create
guys.
psychic links
Send out
between
that-
all of us.
Unsneaky guy. Hey Madeline, that anti telepathy, is that always active?
It's,
Uh,
well,
Yeah, but it's your choice whether
Yeah.
it
Oh, it's
affects
your choice? Okay. Sean and I put thick walls between all the layers. Try and make it a bit easier for you.
yeah, no, that's fine. If possible, I'll use my action to create psychic whispers between me and all three of my friends.
Okay, sounds good.
But that means you can only communicate to me. You can't communicate between each other.
Oh, I love that.
it. So you're a relay.
Yeah, so it's a link from me to each individual, but not from individuals to individuals.
Cool.
I thought I understand it correctly.
Could not tell you. Could.
Accent's going to be a bit hard there.
I think he's easy.
I had
I
something in my mouth. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'd like to head down the stairs then and try and be stealthy if possible.
Sure thing. Let me drag this motherfucker along. I believe it was where you at? Horik and Lucero who said you're like actually like trying to sound or listen for stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like listen for a
Yes.
person. Why don't you guys give me a perception check?
I'm being really dumb. There's
Nice.
nice.
Let me look. You do not sense anything.
Yeah. All right. I mean, if they're not turning up, then we're gonna murder this dude. So that's fine. Probably just keep on heading towards the portal room.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. You guys need to move your tokens yourself. I'm not gonna move your. So,
As I'm walking down the stairs, I'm just going to keep my hands out, touching both walls.
Hmm.
Just that, like, in case there's someone there, I will maintain my invisibility until we get to the last room, anyway.
okay.
That's like an hour as well.
Which
so.
stairwell would we come out at? This one over here?
This is the main one, yeah. These other ones over here are like secret entrances. They're
What's
obvious
this
from
one?
this level. Oh, that's a circle I fucked up and actually.
That's not real.
No.
I didn't even notice it.
It's a mimic stairwell.
So
Don't
from
give
this
them
level,
ideas,
sorry, Sean, I forgot you hadn't actually been here. From this level, the secret entrances are obvious. They lead up to bedrooms at the topmost level. Up there, they're like hidden behind walls and stuff. Okay. Sure. You guys all get down here. Are we missing someone? Oh, we're missing Elf Boy.
Oh no, the bad guy's here.
The other Elf Boy. Just
Wait, stab him.
There's a very real possibility that we are
Someone
bad guys. as
on
well,
someone.
but-
Okay, yeah. Orc was on. Okay, so that's good. Okay, you come down here. You look around. You listen. You don't sense anything. You don't see anyone. What would you guys like to do?
I will jump back in the water.
Okay.
Fireball at 16th level. Right here.
I would like to
hmm.
try and listen for any footsteps, like stealthy footsteps or whatever, if they're trying to sneak around us. That's okay.
Sure thing. Give me a perception check.
I could have added a psionic power dice to my perception check, but I feel like that's a bit meta, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to remember for next time.
Also,
A
Zal,
psionic paradise.
Yeah, I get this like my thing for like
Oh,
a
that's right.
skill
Psychic
ability
connect. Yeah.
yeah.
I forgot your.
It's just
your
weird
rogue
with perception checks because it's like, is it
You
really a
need-
failure or do you just not get as much information?
yeah.
You know?
Does our perception hold, or do you want those new ones as well? Sorry.
No, we're good. I just wanted to know where everyone was at this point
Cool.
in time. Give me one moment, please. Well, that's not the picture I wanted, but it'll work, I guess. Fuck it, it'll work. Okay. So while you guys are at the bottom of the stair and listening over, you see emerge from the corner over here, the top left. Nope, that's not what I want. There it is. Nope, twice. Thank you very much. Fucking 20. You see a black, gooey thing, just sort of slide out of the shadows over here, from the left-hand side, and stand in the open, exist in the open, coagulate in the open. And you hear from no direction in particular. God damn it! I shouldn't do this with phlegm. What to say? How that is right? You hear in a booming voice from nowhere in particular. What can I do for the people who have intruded on my castle?
I'm presuming. Sorry, I'm presuming. Is that like we all understand it? Like, is it in common?
You all
or-
understand it. You all understand it.
Everybody hears a small psychic fart.
It's not mental. It's not like telepathy. It's
Yeah.
verbal. It's in common though.
So it's like this black sludge, effectively.
Yeah, more or less, you could call it a three-dimensional shadow.
Look, it's the thing that killed Tasha Yar.
It's hard to, yeah.
It's a what?
Yeah, close enough. Fuck it.
That's a reference I don't get.
I think it's a Star Trek.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
first season
remember.
of Star Trek.
It's a Star Trek.
The original.
Nailed it.
They found evil, and it's a dude who looks like he's made of poop. Anyways.
Yeah. God bless you all the
Yeah.
CGI.
So you hear this in common. It has an accent. Hard to
Can we
put the accent, but yeah.
Oh, we can't place the accent.
No, I don't think so. Foreign. Anyways, yeah, it says that,
Okay.
you were the ones who trespassed my castle.
We came here for this person and point at the thing.
You came here for them. Well, so did I.
That is unfortunate. I thought you were already here. Isn't this your castle?
Yes, it is my castle. I'm not
So-
always here. I was summoned. You wanted to negotiate their release for something. Money?
I think it was information.
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 Surrounding the hooby-jooby things.
We'll ask your question. Well, no, before we get to questions, we need to set this out. If I can fully answer your questions, you'll set him free. No harm to him whatsoever. If I cannot answer your questions, what then?
I kind of I talk kind of quietly to the Sierra here. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I think it'll be worth if we determine he's telling the truth, even if he has no info, to let them go, or else they might come to attack the town as well.
They do not know the answers, then they are a enemy to us. No, that you would let an enemy go.
If if they don't know who did it, which is in and of itself an answer, although not as helpful to us, is it worth making them an enemy of the rest of the town and not just us? They could very well come to attack the town, especially when we're not there. So,
And if they are the ones who attacked, then you would do so anyway, would they not?
if they are the ones who attacked, then
This,
that's
this,
different.
this is neither here nor there until they find the answers.
But he wants to know what's going to happen to our prisoner. Whether he doesn't have the information we're looking for.
It doesn't. In fucking. Just she'll. Let's say we'll just speak up a bit then, and speak to the thing. We are not here to make enemies. Only we wish to find out who has already made our enemy. If you do not have the answers, or if you are not the ones we seek, then there is no reason for us to make one.
If you wanted to approach this as friends, or at least of mutual respect, you would not have taken one of my people hostage.
They attacked us first. It was already off to an ill start, not from ours. We could have killed them to begin with, no? And yet we have not done so. So I think at the moment we have gotten a good start. Now, if you are, as we have told your this one's brother, we are only here seeking to find out those who have already attacked us, to find out those who have killed one of our own. At the moment, the evidence or the clues do seem to point towards your people, but if it is not the case, then we will simply point our ire elsewhere.
There is the alternative that I give you truthful information, which you do not like, and then you kill your hostage. That is something I would like to avoid as well. Can I have your word that you will set this person free if I am helpful and truthful?
That depends on the answer. If you are to tell us truthfully that this one is, in theory, the one who did sneak into our camp and kill
He is not.
one of ours. Insight check, I guess.
Yeah, I'd like to do that as well, please.
Yeah, give me advantage on or disadvantage on insight check against the shadow blob.
Yeah, can I insight check?
Anyone who is proficient or is an active part in the conversation. So Lyrisir can roll. All the rest of you, if you're proficient, in it, you can roll it.
There's my insight. Okay. Oh God. Okay, this is going to be stunning. Better than expected. I'm going to be honest.
We are rolling hot today.
Okay, sounds good.
Do Just while this conversation is going over, I'd like to swim around to the front of the pool closest to the creature.
Yeah, go ahead and move around. It's
Yeah, I'd like to try and like get lost in some shadows.
I'm not doing anything in particular just yet. I'm just getting up
Hey,
close.
a quick question. How does invisibility interact with water? Is there like a
it'll be no, it like snow, like walking on snow. It's very obvious.
It is obvious, is it?
If you're not moving and you're not on the surface, you would not be able to fucking tell there's something there. If something's moving under the surface, maybe you'd be able to tell like there's.
Oh, okay then.
But if you have something
I'm,
that's
I'm
surface-
underwater at the moment, but
Yeah.
I'm going to
I
do
was-
invisibility and come up in a.
I was just thinking
you're
more if there's,
invisible currently. This is the last
if
hour.
there's like an invisible in the water, is there like a person outline where there's no water?
So here's the thing. There's also it's a narrow pool that goes down really deep. I don't imagine like a line of sight doesn't exist in this case at all. And invisible, I'm fine with you just moving around as long as you don't surface. You surface, then we have issues. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go.
Cool.
Insight doesn't tell you jack shit. This is a amorphous blob of shadow.
Hmm.
They have told you that this person that you have is not the one who has done it. Who has murdered Woodir.
Then if we get some beneficial answer, then if we do get the truthful answers, then we will let them go. We have no, as I said, we have no reason to make more enemies than we need to.
And I have no need to make more enemies either. It is an option if this goes poorly, which I hope it does not.
Agreed then. So you understand what it is that we seek then, and what the one that we allow to return to you told
Yes.
you.
Yes. He has told me that one of our kind, maybe not necessarily the tribe, but one of our kind, snuck into your camp in the middle of the night and placed a marked hand on his quarry and then stole something of importance. But the mark, the quarry, died. Is that correct?
That is more or less the truth. Yes, we found one. Just someone snuck in, and that same person, or the person died that same night. It's certainly it seems as though it seems obvious enough at least, or that you can certainly see why we would assume the person that snuck in was the one that struck or that killed them.
Obvious is a very strong word. It is possible that a murder occurred. It is possible a murder did not occur. I suspect I know the identity of the person who was involved in this. I do not know for sure if they are them, but I have a name of someone who fits. Now, if I tell you the name and of their rough location, and then you go there and you murder them without verifying anything, I would be doing a disservice to my people and to them. Do you understand this?
So what you are saying is you do not wish us to kill them, that we should simply let things go? No, that's not how this works.
No.
Someone will die for it, if that is the case. Whether it is the person, we will look into it and we'll check to make sure. But also sure there will be punishment for what they've done to us.
If they did anything to you.
I mean, if the person you said or that you believe it to be is not the one, then we will not do any more harm than as well certainly necessary. But we will not wish to Anger. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. I've got a massive headache. It's really making me hard to think.
If anyone else would like to speak up,
Yes, please. Someone take over.
What's the
Who
general
else?
gist of the point you want to come across?
Just like if the person that he thinks it is isn't the one, we're not gonna murder them.
Yeah, we're going to do our best to ensure that the person we
yeah.
find is the actual one guilty of the crime before we do anything to them.
Corroborative evidence has to start somewhere. We need something to base everything else off of. If you could just give us the name, we'll do the rest of the legwork. I
If I
say
give
from
you-
behind the staircase.
if I give you the name and the location, the power is completely out of my hands and into the hands of people I do not know. You can understand this issue, I'm sure.
A compromise is something that two people often feel unhappy about. But if you want your friend or underling or whatever the hell he is back, we can't leave here with just a name or just a location. This bargain isn't.
A compromise then would be one of our people takes you to them and is a witness of the events. If that witness is killed, then we would assume that you are treacherous. If a reasonable conversation or discovery or proof exists, then there would be no issue with the execution of this person, of the person you seek.
I mean, that sounds fine to me. What about you guys?
Don't really like being watched over.
I mean,
Well, people are not happy with compromise.
Also, one person can make this judgment.
You're hostage. You
You're
already
gonna
have,
Me, really? You're gonna
You
make
are-
me take care. You're gonna make us take care of him.
you already have him.
He
is he
well,
conscious right
first
now?
of all-
Can I ask?
He should be, I think.
It's been 12 hours. He's conscious.
Okay.
fir-
Yeah. Go on.
first of all, your man here was loud enough for us to identify him straight away. If we have to find evidence, locate said person or creature that caused us or our people harm, and then unfortunately have to carry out some kind of sentence there and then, how are we going to be assured that he is up to the task? He couldn't even evade us, and we're not exactly the most perceptive of people.
If it helps,
I
I think it was the other one that kicked the rock.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
He is young and inexperienced, but he is still a scout. And he has the abilities for that position. If you do not want to take him, I could go in the place. If you are treacherous, I have faith in my abilities to escape it.
Do you always appear as an amorphous blob of shadows? Because that can be quite disconcerting for everybody involved.
No. I don't need to be a amorphous blob of shadows.
Excellent question.
Oh, Madeline has a question.
Oh,
Just because we got that mental link with Horik, I'd just said some. I'd prefer to have the other hostage because at least he was forthcoming when we asked him questions. He might be easier to work with than this guy who told us to go fuck ourselves.
Okay, yeah, I'll relay that.
what's-
Instead of putting yourself with us and denying your people or your charges, your time, why don't we swap? The person that we have is quite ornery and a bit annoying and obviously not very good at his job. That doesn't seem to be a barrier to you sending him with us. why don't you give us the other one that came back? They seem to be on friendlier terms with us. We can go out and find the person who caused us wrong and make sure that they see some form of justice.
Mm.
Hmm.
Were they twins or were they just
They're
brothers?
brothers, yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah. They
Just
lied
brothers.
about that originally, but they're brothers.
Okay.
Hmm. We could do that. That's amenable.
And
I
just to
think
add
I'd
that,
say to each person in the party, sorry, Mail, I say to each person in the party telepathically to let me know if they're happy with that.
an additional thing you could kind of say is that this hostage needs medical attention, and they'd, sending them back to their people might be a sign of good faith or something like that.
Yeah, and we're not healers.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
some people may be clerics here, but I don't necessarily think anybody here is a healer.
Circ of violence, not of healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's amenable to you, please take your wounded back. He also needs medical attention. I don't think any of us are happy to, or frankly, able to, heal him to the point where he'll be able to be of any use.
I think we should get our other hostage first.
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
We will
maybe-
retain the little one until you bring the other one.
If he needs medical attention,
No.
I sh-
Hold on, let him speak, Hark.
But what's the point about talking about something we already know the answer to?
Hark, let him speak.
if he needs medical attention, then I should take him back to get healed. If this is going to be a positive relationship that we have, then there does need to be a certain measure of faith and trust.
we are already showing you faith and trust.
You are, and I appreciate it.
He's, I mean, he's not in great
Fine.
need of. He's not in great need of medical aid at the moment. He can certainly rest until his brother or whoever else you feel like sending is returned to us.
Just internally, Callie is a major disagreement with this idea, but he's in the minority, it seems. So,
But why? Why are you sending? Why do you want to send him back?
mainly because the more good faith we have means that if we fuck up down the line and the guy dies through some other measure, then
Okay, first and first, that is not an if. That is a when.
I think he means the hostage, not the guy you're going after.
I know. I
Oh,
stand by my
God.
statement.
Great.
The next time we attack an aboleth and this guy dies.
I'm just saying that we don't have the best track record of keeping everyone with us alive. So,
Look, if he dies, then we just flee to Mexico. What's the problem?
I mean, if he dies, then we
He
can bring him back
dies.
as a zombie. Then you bring him back as a zombie, and then we return him to him and go, there you go, he's back.
This guy cannot be that scary. He will be undone by one large lantern, right? Let's just.
That's not the point. If he's showing up as like a 3D shadow or something, or I don't know, call it, sorry. Is that like a magic spell that does that, or is that a natural ability? Like, does there know anything about what could be?
Are you trying to discern something? Like
more or
I
less?
mean, okay, you're trying to figure out if this is a spell.
Is it like a spell that's turn him
give me-
into this, or is it like there are there people that can just turn into? These
I'll let you
evil
roll. I'll
mobs?
let you roll Arcana. Um. You know that Shardakai have ties to Shadowfell, shadowy stuff. So it could be a native ability. Like there's so much variety of life in this world that yeah, there probably is shit that can just turn into shadows. Alternatively, there's a bunch of spells that could let you either turn into this or no, not there's not a ton of spells, but there's spells that could turn you into this shit. Or it could just be illusion.
All right, cool.
Like, yeah, a world of infinite monsters and magic. Like, it could be anything without better study. That's all I can give you.
Okay, I'll let the others take over the conversation again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just mentally tell Hark that I think we should let him take him.
I reply mentally, I don't think we should let him take him. You don't give all your chips to the dealer and then walk away with the cards as well. That's ridiculous. Mentally saying this. Physically, like,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we all saw through the portal when it opened the last time, right?
Yes, you did. Or most of you. Not everyone.
like a slow motion.
We can technically travel there because we can now picture the location.
I thought the stones were fixed locations.
Okay.
No, the portals are fixed locations, but the stone is the key to opening the portals.
So Sean,
Mm.
you're correct. The portals go to certain locations.
Right.
And then Daryl, you don't have enough experience with the stone to know exactly how it works. It takes you to places you want to be, but as far as like what defines where you want to be, you barely used these portals, so you wouldn't really know.
It might be something that Lucira knows a bit more about because he's the one who's been opening the portals.
Yeah.
But potentially, if we let the hostage go now and nobody comes back, then we could potentially open a portal to their location.
You know that they
I
live in
do.
a swamp to the south.
What would we do? Like, no, like if we give him us four against that one blob of shadows, toss up. Us four against that blob of shadows, all the shadow kai that are in his hole. You know, what are we going to like? What, sneak in there and take the hostage back? Like, would we putting ourselves in a disadvantageous position by giving them the hostage? Because if it was me, I would just go home and be like, "Yeah, we're free." What the fuck are they going to do? I've got bigger bombs, bigger weapons, bigger people. Basically, we're gambling. Do we think this guy's America or not? That's the question.
I mean, the thing is, as long as we've got the hostage, we've got a guarantee that they will return to and engage with us.
Mhm.
If we give the hostage back, as Sean said, there is no guarantee that they don't just leave and go, "Cool, we're out, bye."
Yep. That's a leap of faith. And whilst gods do exist in this universe, Horik is not. He likes to stack the deck in his favor. So Horik won't be agreeing to that. But you guys outnumber me.
Do we? I think I'm the minority.
All I'm saying
I
is
mean,
that
like, there are three
if we
people
can
against
open a
me. It depends
portal,
what you guys want.
if we can open a portal to their camp, we can ogre shit in their water supply. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we don't know if we can open that because like I said, we have to picture the actual location. We have to know something about it. I don't think just going it's a swamp
I
to
think
the west.
it'll be
or to the south.
familiarity, not
Yeah,
not
I get it.
necessarily vision.
Already, we don't know till we try.
If only we had like a Hydra or something.
That would solve every problem you guys have.
Mm.
It would be an infinite source of blood because it heals.
This is true.
I'm getting the feeling that this shadow thing has a lot of consideration for its people. It's
Yeah.
one elf. So if we do send it back now, I have a feeling that the other scout will return. Because, like, why would the, I suppose, boss guy come by himself to meet us just to get one
Yeah.
elf? You know?
No, I agree. I just don't think that my character would agree.
Yeah. So I think it's like a 50-50 here. I think it's kind of the party's a little bit split. So I'll go with whatever people feel is the stronger option. But I'm kind of either way. We either keep them or send them back. I don't really mind.
I think you're kind of the cast and vote. I'm assuming Lucida's not for it.
No, Lucilla likes having the power in the conversation.
So Horik and Lucida. Actually, no. Wait, there's 4 of us. It's split.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Toss a coin.
Toss a coin to your witcher. Yeah. I'll roll 1d2.
One for
1 for
send
send, 2 for
Here.
keep.
So this whole conversation was mental.
I'm having a couple. I'll ask them to chime in with
You're
their.
reloading. Gotcha. Okay.
I'll ask them to chime in with their approval or disapproval, and obviously I get 2 of 2. I get 2 and 2. So Horik will just elect to like he takes a gold coin out of his pouch and he goes, "I guess we're just gonna see where it lands." He goes,
Did you call it first? Or-
"Yeah,
Yeah.
1 send, 2 is keep."
Okay.
I called it beforehand. All right, you can have the hostage back.
I appreciate it.
We expect you to be back expeditiously, please. We have things to do.
You'll have your new hostage.
I prefer the term supervisor for this guy, but okay.
Okay. Could everyone please leave the room then?
Wait, what?
Oh, I need to portal out.
Okay.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Yeah.
I'm still
gonna-
holding my invisibility at the moment.
No problem.
This is an awful decision. I'm going to look like I'm going back up the stairs, but try and
Peek
try and
around.
hide and sneak about.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. All of you can't do this shit. So, Callie, you
just
go
gonna
upstairs
leave.
or?
No, I'm going to go up the stairs.
Okay, sounds good. Callie's up the stairs. Lucia
Yeah.
upstairs. Gotcha. And then
You're joking. One second.
you're going to peek around.
Attempt to, yep.
Okay, give me a stealth check. Do you not have advantage on stealth?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, but you could add a psychic dice to it. Though.
Oh, but I can add a psychic die, and I'm going to do that because I assume that this doesn't actually work. Let me just take one. What level are we?
6.
6, so it's a D8. $16. Stalker.
Shouldn't say
Mark's just
master
standing
thief.
in the Mark's just standing in the open. He's got his hands over his eyes.
Oh, no. That's wrong. I just used a different template, and I changed one name, but I've changed the name multiple occasions.
Master Thief, Master Thief.
There.
Does whatever a Master Thief does.
Okay,
Yes.
20. 20, he sees you. And the blob, the hostage fucking sees you too. And the hostage is, you go, leave us be. Little halfling, go.
I just left and he like picks a rock up and it didn't fit my lucky rock. He runs back up the stairs.
Sounds good. Okay. The hostage is going to walk over here. And Madeline, you're the only one in the room. How are you doing this? Like, you're invisible. You're like a foot underwater. It's hard to see stuff. You can't really hear stuff. What would you like to do? Will you stay in there? You popping your head up? You gonna do like a crocodile where your eyes pop
Um,
up, or
I'm going to pretty much stay where I am. Try and hear and see what I can, as much as I can.
you're not gonna be able to hear
Um,
anything through this water?
right.
You're gonna hear mumbling at most.
Um, and also just make sure that they actually go as well. That they don't just hide in the corner and ambush us later or something.
Sure thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
if all I can hear is mumbling, then that's I guess what I'll hear. But I don't want to alert them to the fact that I'm here just in case. Um,
Okay.
you know.
Because you're in a pool and there's rocks around, it is not like it's a narrow pool. You can see up just fine. It's kind of hard to see. It's impossible to see the sides, basically.
Yeah.
You can see the hostage walking around, and then you lose view of him. You hear mumbled talking, not particularly loud. Yeah, you can't discern what it is. And then you see two people jump over the water directly above you, followed by several um, ethereal glowing entities.
All right. Okay.
And you can see these, not wisps, but like straight up like ghosts. Their figures hard to tell, especially if underwater. But you can see they sort of crowd around one of these figures. As the portal opens up, you recognize the swamp from before, and all of the figures walk through. And that's the last of it.
Okay. Uh,
I I need to get a coffee break. Give me you like 5 minutes to make coffee, and we'll come back.
cool.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You guys good to go?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Um, I'm also not feeling 100%, and I got real life shit that comes up today. So we're probably not gonna have a super long one, but we're gonna set it up for a super long one for next week. Is the plan.
Do we have a Sean, by the way? I'm not sure if he's muted.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot
I
about
am
Sean.
here. Yeah,
Cool.
great.
Okay, guys.
Um, so
Yeah, I
just for
need
me
a.
having seen this, I'd probably
Yeah,
follow the party up and inform them that I saw two solid figures and then
yep.
a bunch of ethereal ones.
You can tell the humanoid, two humanoid figures, that's what you're covering. And then a bunch of ethereal figures as well.
Yeah. It
Hmm.
seems that explains the cloud of shadows. They are not shadows at all.
Um, well, it would be a tons of fun to have just, and that's the end of it. No. After about an hour, a little less, the portal does open back up, and Madeline is Madeline just waiting in the pool the entire time?
By this stage, invisibility would have dropped, so I would have probably just sat up on the shore somewhere.
Yeah.
He's like kicking my feet in the water.
And then after an hour, the portal opens up. Melody recognizes the swamp all the same, and the
Mhm.
figure walks through. Shadowcar Ranger. Um, yeah, looks like the same guy that, who was very easily persuaded to find a positive solution to the coward, the the guy who gets scared into actually telling you answers, and then put him under was it a circle of truth.
Yeah.
That fellow walks through. He has some extra supplies. He has like a backpack and stuff. He has like a rain flop hat, leather, and he sees He sees you, Madeline, and just lifts the hat and says, "Hello, nice to see you again." Well, not nice to see you again. Hi.
Understandable. But now this time we meet under slightly more positive circumstances.
Yeah. So where is everyone else?
They were waiting. I just decided to wait here.
Hmm.
I'm guessing the others are like upstairs in the dining hall or whatever it was.
Yeah, playing pool up there, yeah.
Having a grand old time.
Then I'll head up and I'll gesture
Yeah.
for the other
He'll
chap
go with
to
you.
follow us.
Absolutely.
I'll just go up there.
And y'all meet up there in the main hostage taking room.
We put a sign in front.
Main hostage taking room.
The name of this pub, the hostage taking pub. Okay. And you'll recognize the Shurikai Ranger from before. He says hi to each of you again. And yeah, when he says everyone's like in this room, he just takes a seat. Boop.
Yeah.
And just gesture for you guys to take a seat as well.
Okay, I take a seat.
I sit up in the
Oops.
seat.
Some of these are not in the right dimension.
Can't
There it
think
is.
of my character at the minute, so.
Really? Okay. Well,
Nope.
take a seat.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Don't know why. It just kept snapping back to where I would.
Yeah, so you don't have permission.
That's odd.
Well, anyway, carry on.
You should submit. I'll figure it out later. Okay.
To be honest, I should probably. I'm just going to restart roll 20 once again.
Okay.
Carry on as you were.
Um. The ranger will start by introducing himself, since I'm going to be here with you for a few days at least. My name is Nivon. I am a ranger of my clan. What that means is usually they send me out scouting without having to fight anything dangerous. Ambushes, stuff like that. I'm better with a bow. I don't have experience in close combat yet. It's my job to take you to the person who may be responsible for the death of your comrade. I have their name and I have their probable location. If not, at least it's a start to finding them.
I am
Okay.
Madeline. I am very experienced with up close combat and getting hit in the face a lot.
And the rest of you?
I am Callie. I suppose, one of the main spellcasters here. Not the only, but I'll be probably somewhere along the back lines with you a lot of the time.
Oric, I'm usually at range, but I can mostly go on scene when I want to. That's about all I can do.
Monsieur, that is all you need to know about me.
Suits me just fine. Okay. The person that we are looking for, who may or may not be the murderer, may or may not, keep that in mind, is named Skadden. They're ostensibly a member of our clan, has been a hermit for the last less than a year, 6 months or so, 8 months or so. I don't know the exact details, but there were some issues with him and within our tribe. He put himself into exile, and he is trying to prove himself. So I'm instructed to take you there, where we will have a conversation with him. And if I am convinced that he is in fact the one responsible for the murder, and there was a murder, then I am to step back and let you fulfill any justice that you think is appropriate, and then report back to my clan. If we are unable to determine his guilt, we all are to escort him back to the village for further questioning there.
We will
What
all
if-
accompany you
yeah.
to your village.
Yes.
You will.
What if we
You'll be-
determine he's guilty and you don't?
Then you would be making a enemy of my clan.
So
He's-
I'll rest on whether or not you think he's guilty.
He is what? Yes, he is one of our people, so he still is under our protection until he has broken a law which makes him a outlaw.
If he is one of your people, then you admit that your tribe attacked and killed one of their own.
If he was the one, we do not know that yet. He is just the most likely candidate for the people that we know who are out.
Is killing one of our people against one of your laws?
Normally, it wouldn't be. However, if it was part of a ritual, and he tries to pass that off as single combat, then yes, it would be a crime and affront. We don't murder sleeping people.
All right.
Is everyone the shark guy says, is everyone agreed? Do we have a understanding of how this is going to go?
I'm agreed.
Okay. Again, I'm just an observer. I'm not going to participate in any sort of conversation. Torture would not be allowed. Yeah.
I would like to add one caveat. If
What's
we
that?
approach this potential murderer and things turn towards combat, we shall fight him. And as we did with yourself, we shall spare his life, but we shall question him once that is completed.
Understood. That's fine. Like I said, they just told me not to get in the way, essentially.
Then we are agreed.
Okay. I brought enough stones for us to travel there and then back. Yeah, we have enough stones to get you back. Okay. Let's go to the portal.
Wait, hang on. What was with that hesitation?
Whenever you use a limited resource for teleportation, it's a very good idea to double check that you have enough resources to get back home. If you don't, it's very easy to get stranded out in a horrible landscape. That is something I do not want to do. If you're going to be using the stone that you have, you should also be very careful about being sure of any jumps that you do before you do them. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but that still doesn't answer like why he hesitated when he went, yeah, we've got enough stones to get you back.
Oh, he says he just double checked in his head.
Okay, that's okay. That's what it means.
He wanted to make sure because you don't want to go like
That just sounds like the we got Yeah, we got enough to get you back. That
Do we have
sounds
enough
like
fuel for this flight? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, we have enough fuel for the flight.
Yes, I can.
Sounds good. Okay, sounds good. Okay, yeah. You guys go down to the portal together as new friends.
Sure, friends. Let's go with that. Oh,
What's the spelling of the two names, by the way?
Yeah, I'll write that up.
Also, so like, as long as he's alive, we're good, right? Yeah.
Yes, he's supposed to be a protected observer if he ends up.
No. Hang. Yeah, but there's a different. Dead is a very absolute state. Okay. There's a many gray areas where you can be alive, but in a very detrimental. Like he's dying when we give him back. He's technically alive.
He's yeah. Okay, so if anything happens, then they're gonna think that you did it.
Okay.
Best attempts at keeping the guy alive and healthy.
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you want to have a positive relationship, don't make yourself look like murderers. Oh,
An attempt will be made.
that's fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Let me open this thing up. He will walk up. He pulls out one of the stones. The same Slade stone that sort of glistens in light, and he knocks on the altar twice, and a portal opens up, and you can see on the opposite side a barren wasteland of mountainous terrain with sulfur-colored sand. Oh, and I got a spam call. Fuck them.
Yeah, man. I got like 2 the other week.
Yeah.
Week like
I
Friday.
love my smartphone that just tells you like, oh no, this is spam. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know about yours, but mine literally comes up with suspected spam caller or something
Yeah,
like that.
same here.
It's just like,
Yeah.
suspected spam caller. Cool, I can ignore that.
Yeah, I wish they would just not let that ring at all.
Yeah, would be really handy.
Anyways, yeah, it opens up, and Neven walks through, and y'all walk through.
Yeah.
Sure then.
Sure thing. And you're transported through. The first thing that you feel, for those who can feel, I don't have a map for this, but it's fine. Is biting cold. It may look like a desert, but it is very cold, as though you're on the top of a mountain peak. The wind is harsh, and after a few breaths, for those of you who breathe, it does seem to stick to your throat, and you have to cough it up. This silt.
Hmm.
Neven pulls up a scarf to cover his face and his hood, and all you can see of him is his eyes. Guys, I think we're actually gonna call it there. Yeah. I got my shit set up. Next session will be good. I'm not feeling good at all.
Okay.
I was
No
only
worries.
the better half. I don't like doing that, but next session will be good.
Yeah,
I think we made
we'd rather wait a week and have you be in top form, and I'm gonna be honest, me as well.
Yeah.
This is definitely me being a little bit selfish as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking headache, man. Even though I'm painkillers, and I'm like, I know this hurts. Doesn't.
Let me see if I can. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. Next week we'll get through this thing, and we'll meet Skadden, figure this shit out,
And murder him.
and murder him.
Actually, no, he attacked us. It's not murder. It's technically maybe it's vengeance. It's just
Unless you have
vengeance.
the wrong shutter guy.
It's delayed.
No, it's still
Is that-
vengeance.
is that
It's still
stationary?
vengeance at that point. It's just wrong
It's the
vengeance.
wrong prison.
What was it? It's like revenge is a dish best served repeatedly.
I know. And now we've got 2 people to murder.
Oh. Alright, that was fun.
You'd never hurt Neven. Neven's a great guy.
We're going to kill Neven.